Did you know Silicon Valley is gearing up for a massive $11 billion transformation in 2025 and beyond? From groundbreaking AI developments that will create thousands of new jobs to massive infrastructure projects that will reshape entire neighborhoods, the heart of global tech innovation is evolving faster than ever before. Many have no idea what's coming to Silicon Valley. So today, I'm going to break down everything you need to know about the most important developments that will impact where you should live, work, and invest. So, by the end of this video, you'll know the 4 things shaping Silicon Valley's future and where to invest to maximize your home's appreciation with these changes coming soon. Section 1. Tech innovations and emerging trends. Silicon Valley is experiencing a tech renaissance in 2025 with 4 key innovations that are reshaping not just our region, but the entire tech landscape globally. Number 1, the generative AI revolution is accelerating faster than most people realize. Investments in AI processor for data centers are set to quadruple by the end of 2025, and I'm already seeing increased interest in properties near AI research centers, with homes often selling within days of listing, frequently above asking price. This isn't just talk. We're seeing real money flow into this space. OpenAI secured $6.6 billion in funding in October 2024, and Databricks raised a record-breaking $10 billion in December 2024. These aren't just numbers on a spreadsheet. These massive investments translate directly into jobs, economic growth, and real estate demand in specific areas of Silicon Valley. If you're considering a move here, you need to understand which neighborhoods are positioned to benefit from this growth. I'm already seeing increased interest in properties near AI research centers and corporate campuses. The Generative AI Summit Silicon Valley 2025 is scheduled for April 29th through the 30th at the Santa Clara Convention Center, and it's expected to draw thousands of professionals from around the world, many of whom will be looking at potential places to live. Number 2, quantum computing breakthroughs are happening right here in Silicon Valley. Companies like Quantum are leading the charge toward commercially viable quantum computing, with global quantum startup funding expected to surpass $15 billion in 2025. Did you know that a quantum chip developed right here in Silicon Valley performed a calculation in December 2024 that would take a conventional supercomputer approximately 10 septillion years to complete? That's not a typo. Septillion with 24 zeros. This kind of breakthrough is why major pharmaceutical companies, logistics firms, and financial institutions are all expanding their presence in Silicon Valley to be closer to these quantum innovations. I've noticed that properties in Mountain View and Palo Alto near quantum research facilities are seeing particularly strong demand, with homes often selling within days of listing, often above asking price. Number 3, spatial computing and immersive technologies are transforming how we interact with digital environments. Silicon Valley companies are pioneering immersive collaboration tools that are being used in everything from infrastructure projects to smart city initiatives. The practical applications are incredible, from urban planning to virtual production technologies integrating AI-driven solutions. These technologies are creating entirely new job categories, and we're seeing tech professionals with expertise in these areas rapidly relocated to Silicon Valley. Areas like San Jose's North 1st Street corridor and parts of Santa Clara are becoming hotspots for companies developing these technologies, making nearby neighborhoods increasingly desirable for home buyers. Number 4, blockchain beyond crypto is finally showing practical applications beyond cryptocurrency speculation. Silicon Valley companies are applying blockchain technology to supply chain management, healthcare, decentralized finance, and even space exploration. There's a growing focus on practical enterprise applications rather than speculative cryptocurrency, with major Silicon Valley firms integrating blockchain solutions into their existing products and services. But there's one AI development happening in Silicon Valley that almost nobody is talking about, and it involves the integration of these technologies. The convergence of AI, quantum computing, spatial computing, computing, and blockchain is creating entirely new industries that didn't exist even a year ago. This integration is driving demand for specialized talent, which in turn affects housing demand in specific neighborhoods. Understanding these tech trends is essential for anyone considering a move to Silicon Valley in 2025 because they directly impact where jobs will be located, which neighborhoods will see growth, and ultimately where the best investment opportunities will emerge. Beyond the obvious technology developments, Silicon Valley is also undergoing massive physical transformations. Let me show you the major infrastructure projects that would change how people live and work in the region. Section 2. Major infrastructure developments. Silicon Valley isn't just changing the future of technology, it's literally rebuilding itself with over $14 billion worth of infrastructure projects currently underway. These projects will fundamentally transform how you experience living and working in this region. Number 1. Google's Downtown West project in San Jose is the largest development project in San Jose's history. This massive 80-acre mixed-use development near Diridon Station will create office spaces for 25,000 workers, along with 4,000 residential units. And here's what most people don't realize. 25% of those units will be designated for affordable housing. The project would include 15 acres of parks, retail areas, and a community center. The first phase of demolition and environmental remediation is already complete, with construction potentially starting in 2025. I talk to home buyers just like you every week who have no idea about the impact this project will have on San Jose's downtown area. Properties near the development site are already seeing increased interest, especially from tech professionals who want to get in early before prices potentially rise as the project progresses. Number 2, the Bart Silicon Valley Phase 2 extension is a $12.2 billion project, the largest public infrastructure project in Santa Clara County history. This 6-mile extension from Berryessa, North San Jose, through downtown San Jose to Santa Clara will dramatically improve transportation connectivity throughout the region. Here's something most people don't realize about the Bart extension. The underground tunnels will have a 48-foot exterior diameter that's almost as tall as a 5-story building. The project includes 5 miles of subway tunnels with underground stationed at Little Portugal, downtown San Jose, and Diridon. Construction began in mid-2024, and while service isn't expected until March 2039, the project is already influencing property values along the planned route. Areas near future stations are becoming increasingly attractive to forward-thinking buyers and investors. Number 3, the Edenvale Industrial Park represents a different kind of development that's equally important for Silicon Valley's future. This 636,000 square foot industrial park under construction in San Jose's Edenvale area is currently the largest industrial development project in Silicon Valley. Scheduled for completion by June 2025, it will offer Class A industrial space for data servers, AI companies, and cloud computing businesses. The development is creating new job opportunities and increasing interest in residential property in South San Jose, an area that has traditionally been more affordable than other parts of Silicon Valley. Number 4, mixed-use developments are sprouting up across Silicon Valley, creating vibrant communities where people can live, work, and play. The 22 Washington Street project in Santa Clara and the North San Jose housing expansion, with plans for up to 24,000 homes near major tech companies, are just 2 examples of how Silicon Valley is reimagining urban living. These developments are creating walkable neighborhoods with easy access to amenities, which is exactly what many of my clients are looking for when moving to Silicon Valley. They want convenient access to work, dining, shopping, and entertainment without having to deal with long commutes. These infrastructure projects are creating an entirely new housing market dynamic in Silicon Valley, which I'll explain in more detail later in this video. But first, let's look at how Silicon Valley is revolutionizing how people move around the region, because transportation is a critical consideration for anyone living or working here. Section 3, Transportation Revolution. Transportation in Silicon Valley is being completely reimagined in 2025 with projects that will connect the region like never before. These improvements aren't just about convenience. They directly impact property values and quality of life. Number 1. VTA Transit Improvements for 2025 are making public transportation more accessible and reliable throughout Silicon Valley. The Valley Transportation Authority is increasing bus frequencies on key routes including routes 23, 25, and 66, which connect major residential areas to employment centers. What you might not know is that they're making adjustments tailored toward student demand on routes 70 and 87, extending weekend hours on routes 26 and 70, and improving Caltrain connections on Route 89. These changes focus on improving service in high-demand areas, making it easier for residents to commute without relying on cars. I've noticed that properties within walking distance of enhanced transit routes are becoming increasingly attractive to buyers, especially young professionals and families looking to reduce their dependence on driving. Number 2. California high-speed rail progress continues to move forward, with the Merced to Bakersfield segment currently under construction. The 2025 project update report was submitted to the state on March 1, 2025, and a comprehensive update covering design criteria, scope, costs, and schedule is expected later in the year. Imagine getting from Silicon Valley to Los Angeles in under 3 hours without ever stepping foot in an airport. That's what these high-speed rail initiatives are working toward. While the Silicon Valley connections are still in future phases, the progress on the central segment is a positive sign for the project's eventual completion. Properties in areas that would have easy access to future high-speed rail stations could see significant appreciation as the project advances. This is something forward-thinking investors should keep in mind when considering long-term real estate opportunities in Silicon Valley. Number 3, smart transportation initiatives are transforming how people and goods move around Silicon Valley. The integration of self-driving vehicles in specific corridors, real-time data analytics to optimize routes and reduce congestion, and smart city technologies improving traffic flow are all part of Silicon Valley's transportation revolution. The expansion of electric vehicle infrastructure across the region is also making sustainable transportation more accessible. Many new developments and commercial properties are incorporating EV charging stations as standard amenities, reflecting the region's commitment to green technology. Neighborhoods with access to these smart transportation initiatives are becoming increasingly desirable as residents benefit from reduced commute times and improved mobility options. This is particularly important in Silicon Valley, where traffic congestion has historically been a significant challenge. Number 4, Micromobility Solutions like e-bikes, scooters, and shared mobility services are filling the gaps between traditional transit options. Silicon Valley cities are expanding dedicated lanes and paths for these alternative transportation methods, making it easier and safer to get around without a car. Companies like Line, Bird, and local startups are partnering with cities to provide convenient, affordable micromobility options. Many of my clients are specifically looking for homes in areas with good access to these services, as they offer flexibility for short trips without the hassle of parking. These transportation improvements are directly impacting Silicon Valley's real estate market in ways that might surprise you. Neighborhoods that were once considered less desirable due to limited transit access are now becoming hotspots for development and investment as transportation options improve. All of these developments, technology, infrastructure, and transportation are creating a massive impact on Silicon Valley's real estate market. Let me show you what's happening with housing in 2025, because this is where all these trends come together to create both challenges and opportunities. Section 4, Real Estate Boom and Housing Market. Silicon Valley's real estate market is experiencing its most significant transformation in decades, with developments that are reshaping where and how people live in the region. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or ready to make your next move, understanding these trends is crucial for making informed decisions. Number 1, new residential communities are emerging throughout Silicon Valley, offering diverse housing options to meet different needs and preferences. Camden Estates near Almaden Valley is offering luxurious single-family homes with modern amenities and spacious layouts, while Bricks at Glen Loma is providing innovative housing options with ample open spaces. What most people don't realize is that these new communities are focusing heavily on modern amenities like smart home technology, sustainable features, and EV charging stations, elements that are becoming essential rather than optional in Silicon Valley homes. I talk to home buyers just like you every week who are surprised by the range of options available in these new developments. Whether you're looking for a luxury single-family home, a modern townhouse, or a convenient condominium, these new communities offer fresh alternatives to Silicon Valley's aging housing stock. Number 2, affordable housing initiatives are finally gaining momentum in response to the region's notorious housing crisis. As I mentioned earlier, 25% of Google's Downtown West project is dedicated to affordable housing, providing much-needed options for middle-income families and essential workers. The North San Jose housing expansion includes mixed-income options, and public-private partnerships are addressing housing affordability across the region. These initiatives are creating opportunities for people who have traditionally been priced out of the Silicon Valley market. What's especially interesting is how these affordable housing initiatives are being integrated into mixed-income communities rather than isolated developments. This approach creates more diverse, vibrant neighborhoods and helps address the social inequities that have long characterized Silicon Valley's housing landscape. Number 3, market trends and investment opportunities are evolving rapidly in response to all of the developments we've discussed. The luxury real estate market remains robust with 4 to 4.5% price appreciation expected in 2025, while properties featuring smart home technology and sustainable features are commanding premium prices. Here's a surprising fact. Despite all the new development, Silicon Valley's industrial space vacancy rate is only 7%, significantly below the national average of 12 to 15%. This reflects the continued strong demand for commercial and industrial space in the region, which directly supports residential property values. New developments are creating investment opportunities in previously overlooked areas, particularly in East San Jose, parts of Santa Clara, and South San Jose. These areas offer relative affordability compared to traditional hotspots like Palo Alto and Mountain View, while still providing good access to employment centers and amenities. Number 4, challenges and solutions in the housing market continue to evolve. Ongoing efforts to address homelessness through Santa Clara County's 2020 to 2025 Community Plan to End Homelessness are showing progress, with a focus on expanding temporary housing and shelter capacity. Initiatives to address racial inequities among unhoused population and prevent displacement for longtime residents are also gaining traction. These efforts are essential for maintaining Silicon Valley's social fabric and ensuring that the region's prosperity is shared more equally. For homebuyers and investors, understanding these challenges and solutions is important for assessing neighborhood stability and community health. Areas where effective solutions are being implemented tend to show stronger property value growth and better quality of life for residents. These real estate trends are creating unique opportunities for both home buyers and investors in 2025. Whether you're looking for a primary residence, a vacation home, or an investment property, Silicon Valley's diverse market offers options to match different goals and budgets. Now that we've covered the 4 major areas of Silicon Valley's transformation in 2025, let's put it all together and see what this means for you. We've covered Silicon Valley's tech renaissance with AI, quantum computing, spatial computing, and blockchain innovations. We've explored the massive infrastructure projects reshaping the physical landscape from Google's Downtown West to the Bart extension. We've examined the transportation revolution that will connect Silicon Valley like never before. And we've analyzed the real estate boom that's creating new living and investment opportunities across the region. So what does all of this mean for you? If you're considering a move to Silicon Valley, understanding these developments helps you identify which neighborhoods are positioned for growth and improved quality of life. Areas near major infrastructure projects, enhanced transportation options, and emerging tech hubs are likely to see stronger appreciation and offer better long-term value. For investors, these trends highlight opportunities in both residential and commercial real estate. The continued expansion of tech companies, along with the development of new residential communities, creates demand for various property types across different price points. And if you're already a Silicon Valley resident, staying informed about these developments helps you make better decisions about everything from daily commutes to long-term housing choices. If you're ready to explore your options in Silicon Valley, whether you're looking to buy or sell, as a top agent here, I'd love to be your guide to everything Silicon Valley has to offer. Just email me at amanda@amandavang.com. But before you go, if you're still curious where to live in Silicon Valley, you need to watch this video next. After living here for 10 years, I can tell you there's places you'll love, but also areas you may want to avoid. So if you want to find out which areas are best for you or where I ranked Silicon Valley's places to live, then click up here to find out now.